More seriously, Mr. Wolf.
I'm offended, Mr. Wolf.
Okay, back.
Come on with it. Yeah. Truth be told, goddammit, this is what we do.
It's too much.
You can't write this.
What does that mean? I'm sorry.
We can't write this. Sometimes you gotta
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. What does that
mean? Yeah. Well, when a woman is stimulated,
there's a natural lubricant.
Her vagina sends out a secretion of body oils. And in the hip hop world, that's known as pussy leakage. I think
also commonly known as pussy juice.
I think Wolf has lost a lumbar in his back.
But Wolf, hear me out.
Go ahead.
Hear me out.
Go ahead, Vinny.
I'm trying.
Don't just keep.
You got these little girls out here listening to this music, pussy leaking everywhere. And it's like they gotta find a way to relieve themselves.
Come and put your name on it. Put your name on it.
All right, like these girls, like back in the '80s. You didn't have girls coming out talking about, oh, take a lick off the frosting of my cake. All right,
okay.
All right.
But understand,
they said
my wife teaches 8th grade, and these 8th grade girls they're not the 8th grade girls that were coming up when I was coming up. The 8th grade girls now look like college girls when I was coming up in the 70s and the 80s. So these girls,
the looks, though.
The hormones that these girls are consuming is making them physically into women before they're in high school.
Yeah.
So of course there's going to be the leakage, the aforementioned leakage.
Well, even when I was coming up in middle school, we had in 7th grade we had girls getting knocked up. We had girls getting smashed.
We did too. In my day too, we had girls who.
Like,
but not at the rate now.
But now I believe it's a lot more. Okay,
it's common.
You know, it's very common for you to go to a dance, all right, and the girl starts jacking you off in the back, all right, of a middle school dance.
Damn, I missed that.
How you see?
I was glad to suck a breast in middle school. Now niggas getting.
Where did you guys go to school?
Damn.
I went to Catholic school. Damn.
That's what it should have done.
I mean, when I was coming up, if you sucked a girl's breast, you was the man. That was the equivalent of having sex.
Nowadays, you in 7th grade, you getting your dick sucked.
Oh man!
I got my first
I should have gone to
blowjob in
public
high
school.
Yeah, I got my first blowjob in high school.
Man, I'm talking about middle school. We caught a girl. We caught a girl in the closet.
I feel cheated.
With some man.
Dwight Rich. Middle school. I feel cheated.
Oh, shout out to Stone Mountain Middle School. Like I ain't trying to give the school a bad rep, but like these are the times we in. We in the times where nowadays it's cooler to get laid than anything else in the world.
Yeah.
Anything else.
Yeah. It's very, very marketable.
You got. I know. It's hard. It's hard for me to deal because like when I was younger, I wasn't all out there with my sexuality. I wasn't. I got erections and stuff, you know, and I felt things, you know, coming up and going through puberty and all, but I never felt that I should be going around trying to smash every hole or orifice, you know, in the goddamn school district.
My friend doing that. These days, STDs are rampant.
Yes.
And now you see why so many black people, Spanish people, even Asians, even goddamn Arabians, alright? All these sexually transmitted diseases that's out there.
That's the one thing that makes me do more research. Like when I meet a girl, you know, I'm in a relationship now, so this is past tense. But in my single days, when I meet a girl, I did my homework. Fuck that. I want to know who she was fucking. I want to know at what rate, how often she switched me.
You got to nowadays. You got to. You got to.
That's one thing I can say. I'm lucky. I've never caught an STD, and I never want to. You know, I pray that my record can stay clean because it's commonplace.
Man, but nowadays there's some STDs you don't even feel them. You don't even know that you have them until you go and get tested.
Like, yeah, you need to come back.
Oh yeah, you got chlamydia, sir.
What?
When the fuck did this happen?
I thought that was a pimple.
That's gross.
Yeah,
that's just gross.
Shit. I don't even know how we went in that direction. We were talking about
but it's full circle because you're going from, you know, you're trying to talk to these women out here, you know, You got women who need rabbits. You got women who got all these other things. But the one thing they still can't do is they can't find the right man.
Yep. And they wonder why. And what are you looking for in these men? You have to really tailor what is a good man versus what you're finding. You know, because women are creatures of habit, and a lot of women seem to date the same type of guy and expect different results. And that's what we call insanity.
The definition of insanity.
And on top of all of that, it's like, come on.
Like some of these lists that these women make, you know, about the type of men they want.
What does he drive?
What type of shoes he wears?
Where does he work?
What's in his pockets?
Who cuts his hair? Because it has to be a professional.
How many credit cards is he gonna let me use?
What type of jeans does he wear?
Like these are like I said, like we said earlier,
Is his jewelry real?
These are material things that it shouldn't show itself in a relationship. These aren't things that should be the
These
first.
don't make a man. They don't make what a man is. They're enhancers.
Hands, Mr. Wolf.
I don't like to interrupt people's topic. Have any of you gentlemen been presented with some kind of a list?
I actually have. I've heard lists from girls. Like I've asked girls, oh, like, you know, what's the first thing? Usually the first thing I hear is shoes. Like, well, I'm talking about girls in my generation, you know, 20-year-olds, you know, 18 to 24 or 25. First thing girls look at nowadays, look at shoes.
I mean, when I was growing up, it was a little bit different. And I'm talking like I'm old, but
you are. To a lot of people, you are.
Right. But what it is, when I was coming up, it was your status. It was your popularity. And I've always been popular. In high school and college, I was pretty popular.
Right.
You know, not that I did anything special, but I'm just a people person.
Popularity can be bought nowadays.
Right. But see, I didn't buy mine. I earned mine. So, and especially in college more so than high school. College, a lot of women would consider me or date me because of my status, because of, you know, I did a lot of events around campus. I did a lot of things that people our age weren't doing. I was throwing parties, I was doing events, I was mingling with celebrities, almost on a college level. You know, it was through the events and things that I was doing, but women were attracted to that. Like, well, this guy, if he's doing this, then maybe I can meet, or maybe he can show me, or, you know, and I could decipher which women were trying to get at me because of who I was versus who I am, which is two different things. And I know for me, that was my thing, you know, because a lot of women, it's like you didn't give me the time of day before, but now all of a sudden you just seen I threw this
Back
event
then,
that,
you didn't
that
want
1,000 people were at. It's like, oh, maybe I need this.
Now I'm hot, you're all over.
They try to outthink you, like, well, if he just did an event with 1,000 people,
Right.
and even if he charged $1 a person, that's $1,000.
Yeah.
Like, no, sweetheart. First off, you got people that you got to pay,
Right.
and things that you have to cover. So,
Right.
but you know, women date like you were talking about for potential. They date what they think they see. Or maybe I need to get on now, so when he blows up, it'll be like, oh
That's
yeah, well,
key.
she's been here the whole time.
That's key.
Right.
They look at what they think they see. They think they see certain things, and a lot of times they turn out that it was never there, ever.
Nope.
They think they see a man who, over here, who is nice, who's gonna grow into become a businessman. Turns out he's a pedophile rapist.
Yep.
Alright.
Stay off these damn chat sites too. Match.com, friends.com.
eHarmony,
Stay off that shit, man.
Black Date.
That's a gateway for you being in a seedy motel chained to the bed and nobody can hear you.
Even Craigslist, man. I heard so many stories of people going on Craigslist looking for love. They get somebody and turns
Isn't
out
Craigslist considered like a bargain site?
That's what I thought.
I don't want love at a bargain rate. We don't got no regular girls, but we got Lisa.
Have you got a coupon?
oh Lord. But I mean, like they're classified as people look for people, and Craigslist is one of the people one of the sites you can use.
Yeah.
And all of this is related to the surface, where we don't get below the surface, which again, like we've stated before, getting to know somebody takes time.
Yep.
It takes effort. It takes a lot of trial and error, like you said, Scott.
Patience.
A lot of patience.
How long did you and your wife know each other before y'all?
Oh well, we knew each other. I met her in 1978, and we weren't really a couple until somewhere around 1985.
Okay. Wow.
So it took quite some time. We went out with other people. We were good friends. We actually shared dating information, you know, looking for a little assistance, her wanting to get the male perspective and vice versa.
And it worked out.
And it worked out eventually. We, once the smoke cleared, we realized, oh, okay, you're still here, I'm still here. Well, why don't we give it a shot? Mm-hmm. And even still, the first few years of marriage were still rocky, but we were committed to it. We were dedicated to it, and so we worked through it. And quite frankly, it turned out all right.
That's something that a lot of people don't do anymore. When bad things happen, people don't want to go through it.
No.
They tend to run away from it.
That microwave mentality.
They trying to find a shortcut to go around it.
Well, patience and responsibility and taking it slow, those are not things that are popular in this society right now.
Absolutely.
People want to find that club girl, and start from right there.
That is hilarious to me, because like we were alluding to earlier, my girlfriend that I'm with now, she thought I was lame. She thought I was a choir boy. Mm-hmm. And clearly I'm not. Even if you just listen to Truth Be Told, clearly I'm not. But where I was from in Michigan, and at that stage in my life, I was involved in a lot of different things, from church to school to work. So I had different faces. I had different personalities that only certain people seen. And a lot of the times when I was being the quote-unquote bad boy, she wasn't around. So of course she never got to see that side of me. But let me let you know a secret, lady. Good boys can be bad.
In the bedroom? Hell yeah.
Oh my God. You might as well call me Mandingo the Chick Slayer.
Oh Lord.
My stripper name used to be the Black Hole. You get too close and you just fall in.
Stripper name?
Damn it.
Oh God.
I'm pulling a wolf right now.
They call it the Scott Baker's challenge.
Right. You don't want my challenge. My challenge, I'm looking for the tip-top athletes. You gotta be motherfucking Michael Jordan at what you do. You gotta be Lawrence Taylor in the motherfucking 90s. You can't.
Vanessa Del Rio.
Yeah, we don't do runs. Janet Jack me out here. You gotta be the best. Superhead. You gotta write books and make money. You gotta be everywhere. You can't come in with me with 2 bags talking about teach me. No, we passed that.
But see, that's a bitch who needs to go somewhere. Superhead.
Yeah.
She need to go.
She is going somewhere.
That's another deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
If you go around dealing with a whole bunch of men, you hopping. That's slutty. That's gross. You don't know what none of these niggas can have. You go around sucking everybody's dicks.
And then writing about it.
And then you're going to tell people about it.
So what does that say about our relationship? If I actually think I'm going to trust you? the moment I come too quick or something doesn't happen the way you want, it's going to be in the book.
Didn't she say big? Did she like put out big tick about him having a rash on his ass or something like? These are things you keep in the bedroom.
She went all in.
She went all in,
and nobody's perfect, ladies and men. Let me tell you, there are incidentals, there are things that happen. Nothing is perfect, so we're gonna all have the moment where the light's gonna be on us, like, oh damn. But guess what? If you drop the ball, you better pick that motherfucker back up. Don't drop the ball and walk away and leave it there. Drop the ball, pick it back up, and score a fucking touchdown. That's what a fumble is. I'm trying to educate y'all, man. You're about to get me upset. Because a lot of women, I feel like, they shade themselves. They put on these black sunglasses so they can only see certain things.
Oh, like the blinders that the horses wear.
They hide from themselves,
literally and figuratively.
It's like when in previous relationships and with other women, the mistakes I made, I always look at myself first. That's just me. I'm more critical on Scott than anybody, and I feel like a lot of people aren't. They always point out, well, he did this, well, she did that, well, they did this. Well, like, what was your part? What did you do? And when you ask people that, they kind of look at you like...
They conveniently forget.
Yeah.
They don't have an opinion. They're
like,
I was perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Is that called the displacement, I believe? Psychologically, where you place the blame on others and look at what they did or didn't do first before you look at yourself. That's something that is not very sexy these days.
No.
And it's not.
That's a very childish way to look at this.
Be accountable, man. Take responsibility for the shit you did. everything ain't perfect, and I'm not saying that you're just as wrong.